Hello everyone and welcome back to Scottish Lad Darts channel. Today's video is yet another review and it's going to be of the brand new packaged Loxley Ryan Searle darts in 32 gram, as you can see, also available in 26 and 29, but as you can tell already this is going to be a fun video, so let's crack on with it. Right guys, here we go. We have a nice close-up look to the Loxley Ryan Searle in 32 gram, also available in 26 and 29. I was going to go for 26 gram to review, but I thought, what's the point in trying to throw a player dart if you're not going to try and throw it authentically? So hence why I got the 32 gram, as that is what Ryan throws. Obviously manufactured by Loxley, a great up and coming brand. Designed by Thornton of Thornton Darts. Out, as you can see in here, we've got Loxley on the barrel, probably will show up very well on the camera. And heavy metal printed onto the barrel as well. A set of short black Loxley stems, seem really durable stems. And the Ryan Searle heavy metal standard flights. Now I have to say, these are not the original points either. The original points were silver 26mm, which were, in my opinion, far too short for the dart. And when you were throwing them, it sunk into the board way too much for me as a thrower, so I had to add the longer points on. I'm assuming that's why Ryan does as well, because it does open up the bed for more treble 20s or treble 19s or whatever you're going for. These are 90% tungsten, as I've already said. And the length from here, where the point meets the barrel, to here, where the stem meets the barrel, is 51mm. So it isn't actually that short a dart. Most people would consider this to be a shorter dart, but 51mm, that's only a couple of mils off my own customs in terms of length, but which brings us on to probably the strangest thing about this dart. At the widest point, so you're kind of talking around this area here, is 8mm. So it is a very, very wide front weighted dart, as you can imagine. That is slightly front weighted. The fact that I've added longer points certainly doesn't help that matter, as you'll see in the throwing section. And that brings us on to taking a wee look at the grip. As you can see with that grip, it is a twin ring milled grip. If it's going to focus, there we go. It's a twin ring milled grip, fairly wide rings, lateral cuts all the way up, and here at the rear we've got some painted rings. So in terms of that grip at the back there where I was throwing, that's probably level 2.5, but this main section here, for front to middle grippers, I'd say is definite level 3.5, and then obviously if you throw right from the back of the barrel like this, you're on a smooth section, and you've, depending on how many fingers you use, it could be okay, I suppose. But overall, I'll say it's a grip level of 3.5. But I've gave you all the necessary information on the Loxley Ryan Searles. Let's get them over to the board, and we'll see how we got on with them. Guys, here we go. It is throwing section for the Loxley Ryan Searles in 32 gram. Everything on the original stock setup is obviously flights and stems. The points are not. I did change the points to 40mm long points just to kind of add that bit of extra room in the trebles, because with the original silver points it was buried so deep in the board, especially with the way I throw, that it was going to be impossible to get another treble in there, or you know what I mean. So I went for longer points on them. It just makes a difference. It does slightly add more front weightedness to the dart, obviously. Rather than landing, say, like this, it will kind of land more upright. At the end of the day, with a heavy dart like this, you're going to get that anyway, just down to the sheer heaviness and force of throwing a projectile through the air. Nonetheless, with the supplied setup, which is the short Loxley stem and that standard heavy metal flight, not a bad dart to throw. The weight does take some getting used to, but it's not a bad dart to throw. The balance is obviously slightly front weighted with the supplied setup, as well as the setup I'm going to use for my own, which is the L style setup, kind of as close as I can get to Ryan setup. But stunning dart to throw. They feel phenomenal in the hand, and the grips are definitely about 3.5. But that was with the close-up, the supplied setup. We're on to the L-style setup, which is a midi kind of intermediate length carbon L-style stem, and the black L-style easy flights from obviously L-style for Ryan Searle. He does use the kind of white / clear fruit transparent ones. Unfortunately, I couldn't find them anywhere, so I had to go with the black ones. Either way, looks just as good in my opinion. With the longer setup, the balance does kind of seem pushed more towards the centre of the dart. I was actually throwing like this for these so I could get the full use of that grip rather than just that smooth section where I'm not touching any of that grip at all. So other than that, I'd say these are really nice dart. I might actually go for the 26 gram and actually give throw the 26 because the 32 is really heavy, and you find after half an hour or so your arm is aching. But that was me, and I've gave you what I think of these in flight. Let's go and get wrapped up. There we go guys, that was my review of the heaviest darts thrown on the PDC Tour, the Loxley Ryan Heavy Metal Searle darts in 32 gram. Also available in 26 and 29 from all good retailers. I got mine from A180 Darts, so take a look on there if you want a wee gander at these. As I say, far too heavy for me. I might have threw them no bad, but your arm does ache after even 20 minutes of throwing them. Your arm is dead to the world. So if you like a heavy dart, like higher than say 30 grams, by all means go for it. The first thing I would change though is those points. The 26mm points that come equipped are just far too short, especially if you do have a hard throw. Pretty much the full point gets buried into the board. Not only do you not want that, you also obviously want a bit of room left in the treble where you can group etc in that treble. So longer points, definitely a must have in these. Also the supplied setup is pretty much perfect for the dart, so straight out the box ready to go as soon as you've changed those points of course. But you can also get the L style setup that obviously Ryan uses. It also does use MIB points now, available from Darts GB, or contact Matt Brindley on Facebook, or MIB dart points on Twitter, and they will get them sorted for you ASAP. But it has just had a wee one, so it does make it a wee bit harder, so keep your eyes out for obviously that. But 52 quid for these bad boys, cracking set of darts. As I say, just far too heavy for me, but that was the whole name of the game. It was just for a bit of fun to get these and get them reviewed, and I haven't reviewed a lot of Loxley stuff, so I suppose I better make a start on that. But let me know what you think in the comments below of the Ryan Searle darts and his journey in the PDC so far. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe and share the channel out. On the run up to 1,500 subscribers, the goal for this year is 2,000. Will we get there? I have no idea. Stay safe out there, and of course, keep on darting.